Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, I will never look like those guys? Because that is exactly what I believed my whole entire life. But that is simply not the truth. It's our habits that determines how attractive we are gonna look. And the single most powerful habit that you can do is to train your face. It took me from subhuman at 18 years old to now just 5 months later at 19 years old, attracting countless of girls. And that's why in this video I will teach you about something I call the 4 key facial muscles. That if trained, you will start to look like a model. Now that we have covered that part, let's go into step number 1, which is the 4 key facial muscles and how to train them. Training just these 4 muscles is what transformed my ugly ass face to now being the most attractive that I've ever been, being complimented by countless of girls on my looks. Plus, it has even gotten me a beautiful girlfriend. So now let's go into muscle number 1, which isn't really a muscle, it's a bone, but we just call it a muscle to make it easier to understand. And it's called your hyoid bone. So have you ever wondered why some of us, even though we are pretty lean or skinny, we have skin hanging off under our jawline? Because if you take a look at the screen right now, you can see my before pictures at 18 years old. Like, I'm not even kidding, on these 2 pictures, I was 18 years old. And on the right side picture, this is just me 5 months later, now at my start 19 years old. And when I learned about how to get rid of the skin, basically training your hyoid bone, this is what happened to my jawline. Like, take a look at this picture, right? On the left side. Look at my skin hanging off under here and look at how short my jawline looks like. Comparing that to the right side picture, look at how much more definition I have on my jawline, how much longer, but also just there's no skin hanging off. So I have such a better looking jawline. Because I have more definition. Because the thing is, when we haven't trained our hyoid bone, we will honestly get caught in 4K just like I did on this picture right here. Look at how fucking recessed I look. Look at my jawline. Just look at everything, bro. I look like an ugly ass. So the action step that I want you to do for you to be able to train your hyoid bone, so you can tighten up your skin, so you can get such an attractive jawline from all angles if somebody tries to take a picture of you. And that is to do 2 exercises. The first exercise is what's called a chin tuck. And we want to do this chin tuck with a progressive overloaded version. So basically you take your hands together, just like if you're praying. Have your thumbs like this and put it under your jawline here. Then what you want to do is press upwards with your thumbs while you resist downwards and inwards with your chin like this. So you make as many double chins as possible. That's the cue that you want to think about. So it looks like this. And you want to be standing up against a wall or just something flat so your head isn't moving all around. So you can kind of feel like you're going with your head inwards towards the wall. This will fix your posture so you won't get a rounded nerdy neck posture. That will correlate to having a better raised hyoid bone, which will then fix the problem with having a bad jawline from the side profile. The second exercise that you want to do is lie with your head off at the end of your bed, and then you simply just want to do a neck curl. And when doing this neck curl, think about rolling your neck instead of just lifting your neck. You want to think about rolling it, and then think about touching your chin to this area right here where you have a hole. It's not gonna touch, but it's just a cue that we want to think about. But if you want faster results where I teach you one-on-one, where I literally make specific workouts planned just for your types of looks. Furthermore, there will be guides on how to de-bloat your face, how to hair maxing, find the correct hairstyle just for you, and so much more. I have a program and it's linked in the top link of the description. All the details are there if you're interested. I genuinely believe that it's the best investment that you can get. But now let's go into muscle number 2, which is called the Orbicularis oculi muscle. It's basically just your eye muscles. So if you take a look again at the pictures on these 2 sides, left and right, you can clearly see that on the left side I have what's called the ghost look. It basically just means that your eyebrows are raised, just like if you have seen something scary, you know, from a horror movie, where you're like shocked or something similar. And what you can also see is that I have a lot of eye upper lid exposure, which we want to have reduced. But furthermore, I have my frontalis activated all the time, basically just your forehead muscle. And that is actually why that I have this kind of ghost look. And this as just some of the things that are the bad traits that you can have in your eye area. You can also have unequal eyes, so maybe your right eye goes higher than the left one, or vice versa. And you can also have what's called a neutral or negative or a positive canthal tilt. So basically on this picture, as you can see, I have neutral canthal tilt, because from my eye to, you know, from this area to over to this area, it's in a neutral position. Somebody actually have a neutral canthal tilt, and someone has what I call a positive canthal tilt, like this. And that is the most attractive eye we can have. It's the almond eyes with a positive canthal tilt. And if we train this muscle, we can literally customize how we want our eye to look. So as you can see on the right side, we can get less upper eyelid exposure. We can get a positive tilt as well with our eyebrows instead of having it raised like on the left side. Furthermore, you can see we have actually gotten a little bit of a positive canthal tilt now. Like it goes a little bit upwards instead of just straight like it does on this side here. So all these things we can literally just train if we just do 2 exercises. The first exercise we can do to relax our frontalis muscle, you know, our forehead muscle, so we can stop having the ghost look, and then we can train ourselves to have the expression of a mottle, you know, having the hunter eyes. And that is basically just where we do a method called the UUDD method. It's a method that model agencies literally use in order for them to train their models to have the hunter eyes. So this is how you do it. So basically what it stands for, the UUDD method, is up, up, down, down. So what you want to do, follow me right now so you can understand how to do this, so you can literally do it right after this video. What you want to do is that you want to go upwards with your eyebrows as much as possible. Then you want to look upwards, so you kind of have a headache in your eye, in your forehead, like you look that much upwards. Then what you want to do now is just close your eyes as much as possible. Try to over exaggerate it so you have an angry face. Then you want to look a little bit forwards, so your head is tilted a little bit forwards, and then you just want to look downwards again. Now you have the standard look for the hunter eyes. This expression you will learn over enough time if you just do this as much as possible. And then you will actually learn how to relax your frontalis muscle, and you will have this expression all the time. The second exercise we can do is to train our eyes to get a positive tilt and getting this part of our eyebrows raised up. Maybe you have a negative tilt, as I talked about before, with your eyebrows or your eyes. So what you want to do is take your fingers and put it by the end of your eyebrows, and then you want to pull sidewards and a little bit upwards. And then you just want to go down, like squeeze as hard as possible downwards in an angry motion like this. And then you don't want to close your eyes, because that takes the tension away. If you just do this to failure, you will get the best results in no time. So before I literally trained this muscle, I want to tell you a story. It was back in like 2023, and I was in my after school in 10th class. And on this after school, you could be around your friends, you could do all sorts of activities together, like going to the gym, train together, all of these different things. And there was one particular day where we were eating in the cafe hall, and I was so engaged in the story that I was telling all my friends. And all of a sudden, one of the guys who was sitting at the table interrupted me in my story and started to make fun of me because I was very engaged in the story with my eyes. My eyes are almost always looking like this when I'm speaking, you know, they're raised, having the ghost look, as we talked about before. So this motherfucker interrupted me mid in my story. And he was making fun of me. He literally just started to be like, oh, well, why do you have your eyebrows raised like that? You look like a fucking idiot. Like, you know, he just kept on ranting on me. And I actually started to think like, what? Wait, am I actually not that attractive just because of that? And yes, it made a huge difference when I fixed this part. And that's why that I know how it feels to not being attractive. It makes a huge difference. And that's exactly why that I want you to go down into the comments and tell me of a specific time that you have felt where you felt like looks had a big impact. Maybe you were on a bus and you wanted to have somebody sit beside you, but they wouldn't, maybe because you weren't that attractive. Please tell me your story in the comment section. I would love to hear it. But now let's get into muscle number 3, which is called the masseter muscle. So the reason why we want to train our masseter muscles is because, as you can see on this picture here, if you haven't been training it specifically, usually people have one side that is bigger than the other one. So you can see on the left side picture, my left side is actually bigger than my right side, which actually, as you can see, has tilted my head a little bit to the side, which means that I'm not like completely equal. Like you can clearly see if I try to draw like just a straight line here, right? You can clearly see how I'm actually like I'm not symmetrical, I am asymmetrical, and that is mainly because my masseter muscle is bigger on one of the sides. So a simple fix to this is just like the action step that I want you to do. It's just when you're chewing food, start chewing harder food, which is harder to like chew, so you can train the muscle, but then chew like more on your weaker side, like 70% on the weaker side and then only 30% on your weaker side. And then another thing is that you only want to do that when you are like at the end of like your chewing set. We can call it like a chewing set, just like at the gym, right? So basically in the start when you're chewing, you want to chew like this, not like this, you know, from side to side to side, because the thing is we have more force on one of our sides that we can give because we are stronger, of course. So you will actually start becoming more asymmetrical if you chew like that, you know, from side to side. Another benefit that you actually get that I forgot to mention is that your jaw will become wider and it will get more definition. Take a look at my right side. Look at how big my masseter muscles is. They are so obvious and clear to see, and it looks like I have that so attractive model look because I also got hollowed cheeks as well, plus like the wider jawline, which just makes it look so much better. You can literally see the neck difference. Look at how little space there is here, and then look at how much space there is here. You can clearly see that there's so much growth that I've done with my masseter muscles. And that's exactly why that if you have other insecurities, like you have a puffy face that I talked about, so you don't have the hollow cheeks, or maybe you have a lot of unhealthy skin, so maybe you have a lot of acne on your face, all of these different things, maybe you don't know your hairstyle as I talked about earlier, then in my program I have one-on-one calls with you frequently, so we can literally hop on a call so I can tell you exactly what you need to do, so you don't have to keep on guessing, and so you can save so much more time. Again, it's in the top link of the description, all the details are there. So now that we have almost covered all the muscles, let's go to the last muscle, which is muscle number 4, which is our palate. So if you take a look at the screen again, you can, it's the same one as in the first muscle, but it's actually this kind of the same thing that it has done, that we can see from this side at least. So when training the palate, basically it's our roof of our mouth right behind our teeth. That's the hard palate, that's what it's called. So we want to apply pressure with that on our tongue, basically mewing. And when we do this, you can clearly see you get so much more forward growth. Like you can see again, right? Look at how short my jawline is here, comparing it to the other side. And look at how much more definition it has. So that is just what we want to do. We just want to mew. But obviously, how do we mew? So we can get this transformation, you know, get forward growth with our jawline. Basically getting our maxilla to get pushed forward, our upper jaw, and then our mandible, our lower jaw will then follow with it, so we get more forward growth. The way that we do this is that we want to do something called hard mewing 24/7, like literally as much as possible. And the way that we want to do this is take your tongue up against the roof of your mouth, where you can feel that there is a hole right behind your teeth. There's a hole that goes upwards, and then there's a kind of a wall, so it goes like this. Then you want to put your tongue up against the what do you call it, like the 90-degree angle. So if you imagine this is your roof of your mouth, right? You want to apply the pressure up towards here, so right in the corner. And then you want to think about applying the pressure upwards and a little bit to this to the front, so like upwards to the front. That is how we get forward growth. And it has to hurt. Like you need to feel a constant pain like up against the roof of your mouth. Doing this like 24/7 as much as possible, you will literally start getting more forward growth and such an attractive jawline. So now that we're at the end of this video, I really want to say thank you for watching this far. Think about how much you have been doing for your own education. And that is exactly why that I know that this channel will be just for you. Because instead of you just scrolling on Instagram or your fucking Netflix, you're educating yourself so you can become better. And that is, again, do I even have to say more? I will highly recommend you to go down and click subscribe. It will be the best investment of your life. It's literally free content that I'm giving you on how to become the most attractive version of yourself. If you want to keep on learning, then go have a look at this video over here. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day, bro. Mwah!